We have gathered here in Princeton to serve the cause of the Hebrew University in Jerusalem. The university was founded long before the establishment of the independent state of Israel. This institution of research and scholarship represents a spiritual bond encompassing the Jews in all countries. I am grateful to all who followed our invitation. We are grateful especially to Professor Denur, the Israeli Minister of Education, for assisting us in our work.
המבט ההיסטורי מגלה כי אלברט איינשטיין היה מעורב בפעילות ציונית ענפה בגופים שונים. פעילות זו מגיעה לשיאה ב-1923, כאשר איינשטיין מבקר בארץ ישראל. איינשטיין מתקבל בארץ כגיבור לאומי וכגאון עולמי.
המחויבות של אלברט איינשטיין התחילה כבר שנים קודם לכן, כאשר ב-1919 הצטרף לתנועה הציונית. הוא הפך לבן בריתו של פרופסור חיים ויצמן בהעמדת היוזמה של הקמת האוניברסיטה העברית בירושלים בעדיפות עליונה בפעילותה של התנועה הציונית.
When you look around you in Israel, people immediately notice our beautiful blue skies. Well, that comes with a price. We're short on water. So what we do in Israel is we reclaim our water.
There are two major new resources that Israel have developed. One is the reuse of wastewater reclamation. The wastewater is collected from the different towns and cities and neighborhoods to a major treatment facility. During research and development at the Hebrew University, we have been able to take this wastewater, find out how to treat it to a very fine degree, and then it can be distributed to the fields for irrigation. And actually our technology brought us to such efficiency and low cost. So 80% of the municipal wastewater in Israel is being now reused, recycled for agricultural purposes.
Thanks to Hebrew University innovations, Israel leads the world in wastewater reclamation, purifying 80% to reuse for crop irrigation. Spain ranks second worldwide, reclaiming only 20%.
And then the seawater desalination, where we found out the good and less expensive ways how to take the salt from the seawater and make it good water for drinking.
At the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, the process of water desalination occurs through the use of semi-permeable membranes combined with pressure. This process removes salts and minerals, creating clean, fresh drinking water.
Third world countries, they need simple technologies. We have developed a slow sand filter that is very easy to use, and you get very, very good water for irrigation. They built a filter like this in Senegal, in Dakar.
Hebrew University scientists share their knowledge with colleagues in other countries so that they too have access to purified water for irrigation and drinking.
It's not enough to provide technology for the third world countries. You need to provide the education and the skills to their peoples. This is why, for example, here in the Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment, we run courses almost throughout the year. So the students come here, they learn, they get the skills, and they go and apply them in their own countries. One of the major things that Israel needs is water. This is a must because the water is life.
The Hebrew University of Jerusalem, expertise in water management, research engine for the world. engine of growth for a nation.
The word itself is a perfect expression of its ideal. An entirety, inclusive and always changing. Everything we know and everything we have yet to discover. What good is an education if it doesn't enlighten? What good is learning if limited by anything less than our capacity to understand? Skeptical as we are of absolute truth, we're drawn together for millennia in ever-expanding pursuit. Scholars and scientists, thinkers and dreamers of every discipline, from every corner of the world, not just assembled alongside one another, but interconnected, pioneering new fields of knowledge, empowered to imagine and inspired to lead, devoted to the service and progress of our collective endeavor. Hebrew University, creative thinking for a changing world.
The International Biomedical Sciences program at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem offers research-oriented master's and PhD studies. The two-year program is conducted entirely in English. The studies integrate basic research, applied research, and clinical research, closely mentored by a senior faculty scientist. The program offers fellowships.
My impression is really good. I have an amazing PI to work in, and I'm really interested in research. And the facilities and the campus are just amazing to work on.
The atmosphere is very academic, but at the same time we're in a friendly relationship with my mentor. As I said, I'm able to rely on her advices all the time.
Cutting-edge research takes place in our laboratories on stem cells, immunology, microbiology, genetic engineering, developmental biology, and many further fields.
The laboratories are also very well equipped, and we use very advanced techniques, novel techniques.
The program welcomes BSc graduates of universities and colleges from all over the world. We are especially seeking those who think outside the test tube and strive to develop a multidisciplinary scientific approach and flexibility of thought. The Hebrew University of Jerusalem, and particularly the biomedical program, is internationally renowned as a global academic leader, with students awarded prestigious national and international research awards.
I had the opportunity to present in 2 international congresses, one held in King's College in London and the other one in Iceland. I had been awarded for my research twice.
We provide individual guidance for each student and help them acclimate to the university setting. Our staff is attentive to students and assists in all matters. Additionally, we hold gatherings and social activities for the international students.
People here they are really wonderful because they made all the efforts to make me comfortable here, and they were really helpful with each and everything. So I never feel that I am in such any different place. It's like my home country.
We feel like a very big family. All the people here are very nice and friendly.
Once a year, we have a special research day with presentations about the latest scientific research in the program, followed by informal sports activities.
Our program offers a cutting-edge science. It's a very challenging program. We offer research on 3 different levels: basic science, applied science, and clinical science. We give personal attention to each one of our students from the moment they contact us, during the stay in the program, and until the graduation ceremony.
Studies take place on the scenic En Kerem campus in Jerusalem. Students have the option of living in the dormitories on campus. Jerusalem is an experience of both the sacred and the mundane intertwined, with a dynamic student life on and off campus.
Do zobaczenia w Jerozolimie.
Espero verlos en Jerusalén.
जेरूसलम में मिलते हैं.
Ще срещнем в Йерусалим.
Σας περιμένουμε στην Ιερουσαλήμ.
Around the Hebrew University's Faculty of Medicine, he's known as Killer Mandelbaum. But you shouldn't be frightened. The nickname is not as scary as it sounds. In fact, it's just the opposite, because Professor Ofer Mandelbaum's research is actually saving lives. The nickname derives from Professor Mandelbaum's investigations of the natural killer cells, or NK cells, in our bodies.
We are living in a world full of pathogens, enemies we call them, okay? We are surrounded by enemies. So why are we living until the age of, let's say, 80? And the reason for this is because we have immune system. And I'm working on a specialized cells of the immune system which are called natural killer cells. And these cells are specialized in killing pathogens and all the rest of the enemies that you can think of, bacteria, tumors, parasites, viruses.
Professor Mandelbaum and his research team are investigating NK cells in the hopes of creating new cancer therapies, helping women with infertility, and identifying new methods to treat people with AIDS. Hebrew University's Lautenberg Center for General and Tumor Immunology is located alongside Hadassah University Hospital in Ein Kerem, giving researchers direct access to patients.
Our lab is maybe one of the leading labs in the world in studying these NK cells. The proximity between the hospital and the lab really enables the translation between basic research and medicine.
Another factor that contributes to the success of the research is the high caliber of student research assistants and their close collaboration with their faculty supervisors.
My supervisor, Ofer Mandelbaum, is a great scientist, and he's also a great person. And his door is always open, so you can discuss with him just everything. And he really thinks together with you and helps you to develop your own thinking.
Noam's thinking led to her breakthrough studies on the role of microRNA in evasion of tumor cells from immune recognition and attack. Professor Mandelbaum and Noam are yet one more example of Hebrew University's dedication to helping humanity and innovation touching lives.
Our tradition began long ago. But unlike most traditions, ours was one of breaking from convention. A tradition of challenging. A tradition of reimagining. A tradition of creating knowledge. While some look for what's possible, our approach is a little more unconventional. We can't say we're doing the impossible. We're just unsure where possibility ends. Our work has transformed the way we feed a growing population. Advanced breakthroughs in disease treatments, and created a generation of leaders. For over 100 years, we have reimagined and revolutionized. We have been on a mission to improve the world. For over 100 years and into the 100 next, we will continue to question, to challenge, to innovate, because it is our tradition.
The Hebrew University of Jerusalem is Israel's research powerhouse. It produces fully 1/3 of all academic research in the country and 40% of biotechnology research.
That's our aim, to be one of the very few leading institutions in the world that are at the frontier of the field and actually define the frontier of the field.
The best researchers focusing on biomedical sciences are at this faculty.
With a legacy of genius bequeathed by the university's founders in 1918, today's faculty and alumni are also world-class, earning 7 Nobel Prizes in just 1 decade. Hebrew University is an engine of innovation, powering Israel to a position of leadership in transforming the fruits of academic discovery into real-world benefits for humanity.
We have the opportunity, through our basic discoveries, actually make a difference in this renewable energy problem, in the way that we harness solar energy for the 21st century.
Yisum Research Development Company of the Hebrew University translates academic research into profitable commercial applications, partnering with the world's leading corporations. Yisum has registered 7,000 patents covering 2,023 inventions and has licensed over 530 technologies. Products created from Hebrew University research generate over $2 billion in annual sales worldwide.
The satisfaction is from taking something theoretical that would interest a body of 1,000 people, 2,000 people, and bring it into a level in which it is relevant for millions of people.
To see that what we do at the end of the day has a real impact on the life of people, on the health of people, of course it's very rewarding.
Products pioneered at Hebrew University are helping people live better lives every day. Doxil is the leading cancer-fighting drug in its field, and Exelon brings relief to many who suffer from Alzheimer's disease. Brain research going on today promises to translate to even greater real-world benefits in the future.
In the field of DNA methylation, the university, my lab, together with the laboratory of Aaron Razin, are really almost the center of the world. Almost all of the basic elements of this subject were discovered here.
My hunch was that if I did the same good work in Israel that I did at Harvard, that it would mean more. And that has panned out very nicely.
Agricultural discoveries at Hebrew University not only fed the country, but now make Israel a net food exporter. Most of the world's cherry tomatoes came from a Hebrew University design, and new technology is revolutionizing wastewater recovery in Israel and around the world. Hebrew University's impact is global.
Israel is actually leading the world. We desalinize more water and we treat wastewater and reutilize it in irrigation and agriculture.
It's a global problem and also happen in China. So if we can find good solution here, and then I will bring back to China to solve our problem.
Since its founding, Hebrew University has been an intellectual powerhouse, creating great ideas and breakthrough discoveries. It was an essential ingredient in Israel's rapid development into a world-class agricultural, medical, and high-technology leader. In the future, it will bring more and even greater gifts to Israel and to the world.